Hello, my quilt besties. Thank you for being here. I can really share everything that I have on my heart, and I appreciate you being willing to watch and listen and comment. It means so much to me. The quilting that I do here at the quilting studio is my passion. I get up excited about it every day, and it brings me so much joy, along with my beautiful grandchildren and my marriage and my faith, of course. But as far as my therapy, this is a beautiful outlet for me. And seeing the quilt when you first bring it in or you mail it over is one view. Seeing it up on the quilting bed is another. But my dears, when we get to back up and see the whole thing completely quilted with the batting and the backing up on the quilting presentation wall, it gives a totally different view. We really get to see what the creator had in mind. Linda brought this over. Beautiful 9 gorgeous panels of fairy fabrics. What 5-year-old isn't going to love this? Seriously, so lovely. The design we chose to do on it is my wind and sky. We did that because these wispy circles kind of look like a fairyland, mystical, magical area that you would find when you're looking in books with fairies. And then the stars go along with a lot of the fairy dust, brilliant areas that again you will see in the fairy block. So that was kind of what we chose. It did it with my royalty purple color thread. To pull out some more purple, let's go ahead and look at the backing. It's a lovely mottled kind of a peachy taupe color. Now, what Linda did is she actually created the back out of quite a few pieces of this same piece of fabric, and all the way around it, it actually had a piece on the sides and on the top and bottom. And so originally, I think what she had in mind is that I would center the quilt over all of that. A couple of things. It's very challenging for me to be able to center it over the backing exactly where she had it. Secondly, what I don't love is to have the quilt end up right on top of these seams, because that puts a lot of bulk into the binding. And so I chose, and we talked to her ahead of time and said, this is what's going to happen and if we do that, and this is what I prefer to do. So she knew what my intentions were. So I actually moved the quilt over this way on purpose so that we didn't have that seam in the binding. And then over here, I made sure that the piecing was in far enough that it looked like it was meant to be that way. It wasn't just an afterthought. But I actually moved it over as far as I thought I could, even though I only gave myself about an inch. Because the quilt is small, I know that I'm able to handle doing that. I've done enough quilts that I could handle. If it was an enormous quilt, that wasn't going to work. What do you have going? Bring it to the quilting studio and let's